Here we go, back again with another match day preview. Yes, Sunderland welcome Portsmouth to the Stadium of Light on Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff. And can Sunderland return to winning ways? Yes, well, Sunderland play Portsmouth, their old, what should we say? It's not the old rival, it's like a League One rival, isn't it? League One rival over the last few seasons, the last 4 seasons, Sunderland have been down in League One. We've beaten them, they've beaten us, we've drawn, and then they've gone and smashed us last time out in that swimming pool of a quagmire of a pitch that probably should not have gone ahead. But end of the day, Portsmouth coped with them conditions far better than Sunderland did. Hopefully we have learned our lesson from that game. And can Sunderland extract, not revenge, but a bittersweet victory on Saturday? Now it would be great to get a win against Portsmouth. Portsmouth have, Danny Cowley as their manager. Now, Danny Cowley as the manager has only been in charge of 45 games for Portsmouth. Now, I do wish Portsmouth all the best, like I usually do for the rest of the season. I have some cracking Portsmouth who come on here, fans, YouTubers, come on and watch the channel. So thank you for watching the channel, supporting the channel, they even subscribe to this little old channel. So again, thank you very much. After Saturday's game, after the banter's over, we do hope, well, I do, people know that people probably don't, but I hope you all have a good season, a good run to the season, possibly sneak into them playoffs, maybe. But yes, Danny Cowley, 45 games in charge of Portsmouth, won 19, drawn 10, lost 16 with a 42% win ratio. Now, it's a strange old scenario with Portsmouth because when they beat Sunderland about, I don't know how many games, between 8 and 12 games ago, they beat Sunderland 4-0. They were on a really bad running form. They weren't playing very well at all, but they absolutely smashed us. Much better men, like I said before, men versus boys that day. But after we got beat off Portsmouth 4-0, it's a strange how what goes round comes round. They got beat off Rotherham 4-1 and got beat off Ipswich 4-0. Then they took a turn for the good way of the form table. Yes, because they drew with Stanley 2-2. Then they beat Bolton. They drew with... No, they didn't draw with bloody Wimbledon. They beat Wimbledon, didn't they? Or did they draw Wimbledon? I don't even know. I don't even understand my own writing. I think they drew with Wimbledon once apiece. And then they beat Wickham. I watched that game. They played well that game. They beat Wickham away from home. Now the game before that, the game after that, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I know I've done that wrong. God damn it. You don't even know what you're doing, do you? That's where I've made the mistake. They drew with Cheltenham 1-1. They didn't draw with Wimbledon 1-1. What am I thinking about? You go into all of this background. You do all the homework, you do all the revision, you spend hours and hours and 5 minutes on looking at this history of the Portsmouth game and you completely screwed up. Like, they didn't draw Wimbledon 1-1, they beat Wickham 1-0, but they drew with Cheltenham. That was the game they drew before, shut up, Terry. They drew before the Wickham game. Yes, that's the game. Been a long week, hasn't it? It's been a long week. I think we'll just... Thanks for watching the video. Take care. Goodbye. We'll just not bother with the rest of the preview, shall we? I am completely at 6s and 7s today. Right, anyway, we'll start again. So they did draw with Cheltenham 1-1. Then they went on and they beat Wimbledon 2-1. That's correct. You absolute tatey. Right, then they went on and beat Lincoln 3-0. They beat Lincoln 3-0. They beat Gillingham 1-0. The drew with Sheffield Wednesday and they beat Portsmouth, beat Morecambe 2-0. Then they had a COVID gap. Now we all know what happens in COVID gaps. They tend to run off a bit of bad form. They came back, they drew with Cambridge. They got beat with MK Dons and they've drawn with Wimbledon 0 apiece. So we take on a Portsmouth side that was in good form. Bad form, good form, and now they're in a bit of a sort of... They're just coming back from COVID, so we could be meeting them at a good time, or will they be peaking on Saturday? Now, we need to now start winning games of football. We all know the table. We've all seen the table. Wigan won the other day. The ground out result against Morecambe, and they've gone back to 51 points alongside Sunderland, and they have 4 games in hand. We are 1 point ahead of Rotherham with 2 games played more, and level games with Wickham, who have 1 point more than Sunderland. So, we've plenty of games to go. Now, I think this is Lee Johnson's time now. I do. I've got this feeling. I don't know. It just came over us today. This funny old feeling. I think this is Lee Johnson's time to shine. This is Lee Johnson's time. Now, Lee Johnson has said in his interview the other day that training and a lot of things are going against him at the moment. He had 9 knocks in training. Unbelievable. 9 knocks, 9 breaks in the training. I think it was Wednesday. 9 breaks in training because of injuries to 9 different players. Luckily, they've all come out of that. Touch wood, they've all come out of that. But 9! He says he thinks he must have run over a black cat. Now, McGeady's been back in training, but he's not doing any physical contact training. So, for me, there's no way McGeady will be starting on Saturday. But like I said, I think this is Lee Johnson. This is Lee Johnson's opportunity to shine from now to the back end of the season. He's brought in Danny Bart. Yes, Danny Bart, for me, will start as centre-back. But head-to-heads against Portsmouth, we've won 37, we've drawn 35 and we've lost 40. So Portsmouth have the upper hand on Sunderland at this moment in time. Now, Portsmouth's record in the league, they're in 9th place. They've won 25, they've drawn 8, they've won 10 and they've lost 7. But only a 5 goal difference, right? Put us in perspective, right? They're in 9th place. They've got a +5 goal difference. But they have got a better defensive record than Sunderland. They have only let in 24 goals this season. 24 goals this season. But they've only got a +5 goal difference. We've got a +19 goal difference. And we've let in 33 goals this season. We've let in a massive 9 more goals than Portsmouth in the league this season. Let's put it in more perspective. Shrewsbury in 16th place have only let in 29 goals. In 16th place, 29 goals. Lincoln in 18th place have only let in 33, the same as Sunderland. And they're all the way down in 18th place. Now all the way down in 20th place. Wimbledon have only shipped 3 more goals than Sunderland. There is the problem. Slapping you in the face. Slapping you in the face. So that's why Lee Johnson's trying to, do something about it. He's brought in Danny, it says Bath, but it's pronounced Bart. It's pronounced Bart. Danny Bart. Now, for me, Danny Bart, Lee Johnson, he must be fit as a fiddle. Danny Bart played all those games for Stoke this season. For me, is a natural fit straight into the centre of defence. And yes, like a lot of players, a lot of people, a lot of fans want to see us go back to a back 3. The back 3 can easily move into a back 4 at any point during that game. Lee Johnson's already said, we've got to make sure, this weekend we've got to be able to adjust and adapt because of the amount of injuries we've been picking up over the last few weeks. He still doesn't even know who's going to be available on Saturday. That's how tight it is for Saturday's match. So, for me, my team, if all fit and ready to go, Hoffman in goal, Wright, Bart, Doyle, Diaku, Serkin as the wing backs, Evans and Neil, Embleton, Pritchard and Stewart. For me, Gooch on the bench. He needs to be dropped to get some sort of, fire going in his belly again. Lee Burge, I want to wish Lee Burge all the best. I wish him a speedy recovery. He has suffered some sort of heart problem with his COVID. In the wake of his recent COVID test, he's had a bit of a heart problem. So I do wish, Lee Burge a speedy recovery. We know there's been a lot of issues over this last year with players having, problems with the hearts in football. So I want to see Lee Burge fully recovered. I do wish you all the best. So there you go. Now, Kevin Phillips also is trying to forge a bond with Sunderland, South Shields manager, and Sunderland, why not? A lot of people, the majority of people in South Shields are probably Sunderland fans. So we're very close communities. We want them to forge a good relationship. We can get, any real gems that come through the South Shield, in their team eventually. I don't even know if you get many good gems coming through. I don't know much about South Shields, to be honest, but I know I would like to see some of Sunderland's very young youngsters or ones that can't make it into the first team possibly go have a bit of a loan spell at South Shields at some point, get some experience in playing first team football. But obviously not the key players or the players who are going to possibly sneak into the bench. Maybe some of the younger ones who just need a bit of experience at the ages of 18 or 17. Something like that, I don't think, Gideon. But like I said, McGeady is probably not close enough to getting into the side. So it's all about defence, isn't it? It's all about defence. Can Sunderland beat Portsmouth on Saturday? And can the defence be strong? We've got to stop shipping goals. If we keep clean sheets, we'll win games of football. There's no doubt about it, because we do not do many 0-0s. So we keep the clean sheets, we win the football games, and we can still be promoted. I personally think, and it's only my opinion, that Wigan will win the league. But second place is up for grabs. It is up for grabs. We've got to play Wigan. We've got to play Rotherham. So if it's in our own hands, basically, we win all our games of football. You're never going to win all your games of football. I mean, the first part of the season, we've lost 6 already. But we can turn the season around. Touch wood. So Saturday's game, like I said, Gooch on the bench. The rest of the bench, I'm not quite sure about. But I hope we're going to win this weekend. I do feel I want Lee Johnson to succeed. As much as I said in the past, there's times where I don't think he's doing a good job. I still want, he's young enough to learn, young enough to grow, young enough to turn things around. So I want Lee Johnson to succeed. And I think, I've got a feeling, not that tonight's going to be a good night, that he will turn this season around. So hopefully he will, touch wood. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope all the Portsmouth fans coming up to the Stadium of Light have a great journey up. Get yourself to the Wheat Chief. Pop in there. It'll be absolutely bouncing on Saturday. Not sure if I'll be in there. I'll be in either there or the Hilton. It depends what he likes or Wincy wants to do as well. So, again, and I have a safe journey home. Score predictions. Score predictions. I am going to go for a score prediction of Sunderland. Because Portsmouth are a good side. They've got a good record. They always play well against Sunderland and lift the game. But we do owe them one. I'm going to go Sunderland 2, Portsmouth 0. I'm going to go with that lovely, juicy, clean sheet for the new leader of the pack, Danny Bart, in the centre of defence. Hopefully, touch wood. And Evans coming back in to show a bit of steel in there. Hopefully he's okay to come back in as well. And goals, I'm going to say a goal. Let's say Pritchard is 50-50 again. I don't know how far on Pritchard is, but Pritchard, for me, he needs to be fit, because for me, he's one of the better players we've got easily. I'm going to say, a goal from Diaco and a goal from Stewart. There you go. So 2-0. Everybody out there, take care. God bless me. God go with you. Please subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Like the video. And I think there was one person who got the correct score for Accrington and Stanley 1. Sunderland 1. Alan Robinson. So if there was anybody out there got it right and I've missed you out, please leave us a message or a comment on Instagram or on YouTube or whatever you want to do. If we see you on Saturday, I get you in my vlog. Take care. God bless and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Don't even know why I bother. Head to heads. Sunderland have won 40, we've drawn 35, and we've lost 37, so Sunderland have the upper hand. Hours of research gone to waste. Don't know why I even bother.